Hello.
Yeah, hi Ramya, we can hear you.
Hi. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Ganesh.
Yes, Ramya, I can hear you. Hi.
Okay, fine then.
Morning,
Hi.
Ramya.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. To be the part of our webinar on D365 Trade and Logistics on Supply Chain Management. I would like to welcome you all. And this webinar will be taken part from our senior consultant, Mr. Ganesh, who has been running out with us with most of our successful training programs in retail as well as corporate training programs. And Mr. Ganesh has handled some of our implementation training programs which are taken care from Varnas Technologies. I would like to brief about Varnas. Varnas has been providing various services more than 12 years. We are in this business. Over the years, Varnas has been providing IT training to the global workforce at several Fortune 500 companies with the senior experts on the board. And we also have been on the top list of the corporate trainers with us. And recently, we have also completed some of the implementation programs and as well as training programs with global markets, including the Saudi, Dubai, UK, Singapore, and Malaysia, and many more. So I would also request so that you can be a part of this webinar. And we also have been started, apart from Dynamics, we have our other verticals where we deliver training programs like on cloud technologies like Hadoop, data science, and one more new technology on insurance suite known as Guidewire. So over to Ganesh, you can right now have a discussion with today's webinar and you can be a part of this.
Great, Ramya. Thank you so much. Thanks for.
Yeah, thank you, Ganesh.
Yes. Let me share my screen. So just to say hi to all. Can you hear me, right? My voice, everyone?
Hi, Ganesh.
Hi, great. Just confirm me that, I mean, if you're not able to hear me, okay, everyone. Meanwhile, you can unmute yourself because everyone should not get disturbed. So let me introduce myself. See myself, Ganesh. I'm having 15 plus of years experience in this Dynamics X ERP platform. I worked with different kind of industries and I played different roles in ERP implementations like senior consultant, junior, senior consultant, team lead, project manager, and I played a little bit, architect role as well. Okay, now I'm totally concentrating as as a freelancer working. So I'm just sorry, someone is pinging me. Okay, one second. Someone want to join. Yeah, perfect. Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say that I have been working right now as a freelancer and a corporate trainer to train different kind of modules and sectors of industries. And also I'm working on some projects to help customers. Okay, so I'm very good with only two modules, three modules, one finance module and supply chain management module and project management and accounting modules. Okay, this is about me. I know I don't want to go with each of your introduction because it takes more time, but what I understand, I hope that I hope you want to become a good consultant, so that's what you want to get a train on this ERP, right? Hello, say yes or no.
Yes, Ganesh.
Yeah, so I saw all your names here, but I really it's okay. I mean, it takes more time to get start introduction of each of person. So I will say thanks for joining this webinar. And I'll just give you the brief ideas about what exactly this is and what is the learning you want to learn and how it helps for your learnings, what exactly the career plans for this. So I'll give a basic idea and then I'll go into the product. Okay. So first understand that I believe that, so I do, I mean, I believe that some of them you have already some experiences. We can have a question and answer sessions at the end. So you can ask me any questions, no problem. I can help you to try to explain about your questions. But I understand that I am assuming that you all, I mean, some of them you already have experiences in some platforms, or someone know some ERPs. Okay. And I believe that you just want to become a good I mean, you want to build a career in this Dynamics 365 as a consultant. Assuming that that's what you have intentions in your mind. Okay. Assuming that way, so I just want to give you a brief idea about what exactly this product is about and what you're going to learn in this product, and this learning how it is helps in your career. If you're already working as some professional, then if you switch to the Dynamics 365, how it will help your career. So such kind of informations I'll give you a brief idea initially, then I can go a little bit your deep product knowledges. Okay. So let me share my screen again to you all, just to make sure that okay, just a minute. Just close this unwanted things. Can you see my screen now with Notepad?
Yes, it's visible.
Great. Hope everyone able to see it, I think. Okay. So let me give an introduction about this product. Okay. So this product actually, I mean, this ERP, this is also ERP actually. Okay. Though this is started in year 2000. Okay. In year 2000, it started by a company called DamGuard. Okay. I'm just giving the brief introduction about the life of the ERP actually. Okay. So this is called actually earlier in year 2000 is called as DamGuard Exapta 2.0 version. Okay. So this is actually started in Denmark. It's a Danish based product. So in Denmark, there is one company called DamGuard. So they started this ERP as a DamGuard Exapta. Okay. Later in 2003, Microsoft has overtook this company. So the Microsoft has purchased this company. Then they renamed this software as a Microsoft DamGuard Exapta. Spelling mistake, if you excuse me. Huh? So Microsoft DamGuard Exapta. So why I'm telling you this background? So you have to understand how it comes actually, right? So they started with a new version, 3.0 version. The Microsoft has started with the 3.0 versions, and this.
Ganesh, your
Ganesh,
screen shows Zoom. The screen shows Zoom. I mean, are you showing a slide or something? Just verify.
Okay, sorry. Now we can see my notepad.
Yeah, now Notepad is yeah. Now it's in some text. Yes.
Good. Sorry,
Great.
because
No
I have
worries.
some little bit multiple screens, so please let me know. Okay, that's what I'm asking you if you're able to see it or not, because I have 3 monitors. So
Yeah, it's understandable, but the how you were mentioning was I was thinking we are seeing a slide, but then Zoom was seen. No worries. Now it's visible. The Notepad.
great. So what I'm explaining here. So this product has started in year 2000 by the company DamGuard Exapta. Okay, so it starts with a new version of 2.0, but later Microsoft in 2003 they overtook this company and they rename it as a Microsoft DamGuard Exapta 3.0, and this product has been released in 68 countries. So it's a global product. It's not only Indian product. Okay, it's a global product. The product is available in, in 68 countries now. And later, after buying from Microsoft, Microsoft thought that the whatever the future has right now is there, that's not enough for to compete it in the market. So they start analyzing lot of interacting with a lot of customers, understanding the requirements of the customers. They're trying to make sure that this product make more competitive in market, and then most useful for the customers, user friendly, like that kind of criteria they start analyzing. So in the year 2009, okay, so after 6 years, okay, in year 2009, after 6 years of R&D, they come up with a new version. So they call it as a Exapta 2009 version. Okay, so it's called 4.0 also. Okay, so when the people doesn't aware of this ERP in year 2009 also in anywhere in the country, I mean, see, few countries are aware, but not about a lot of countries actually. But Microsoft has took a lot of time and did a lot of R&D on the software, and they come up with a lot of functionalities in 2009. And later, similarly, they start doing a lot of R&Ds every 3 years once, 4 years once. Right? Microsoft will release like Windows 9, Windows 10, Windows XP, like that version. So this ERP also come up with the multiple versions based on the new technology requirements, new localization requirements, new financial requirements, new customer enhancements requirements. So they keep on doing a lot of R&Ds in this. Just a minute. Someone want to join? I'll admit all. What happened? I hope everyone joined. Yes. Okay. So later in AX 2012, they come up with a new version again. They called AX 2012 R2 and R3. This is the new versions and new roll-ups. Okay. Now the latest version we have in market that is come up in year 2018, that is called Dynamics 365 FO. They named it like Dynamics 365 Financial and Operations. Okay, so this is the latest version we have in the market. You know what? I mean, the AX 2012 is a very much stable product and very much widely used by a lot of customers in the world. So as this product is also available in 68 countries, okay, everywhere. I mean, from 2003, this product is a global product because Microsoft is existed everywhere, right? So like this also the AX 2012 is a very much a stable product, and it has a lot of functionality and features that helps for the customer any kind of industries. Okay, but later in the Dynamics 365 came up in the market, so it became a much more competitive in the market with SAP and other local ERPs. Okay, so Microsoft has released this Dynamics 365 FO in two versions. One is a web-based version and another one is on-premise version. Okay, I'm just giving an idea. The reason because you need to understand the life cycle of the product. Okay, because why I'm telling you this one, the Microsoft is doing a lot of investments, lot of R&Ds to make this product more globally used by the lot of customers and the market. I mean, they have to get so much of market capture of a lot of customers. They can handle this. I mean, they can get a lot of customers to get use this of software. Actually in 2018 when this product has came, we have 3 lakh customers in the worldwide right now. I mean, in 68 countries, they almost 3 lakhs customers are using this software in right now from 2018. We have so many customers in 2012. Okay, and we have still so many customers in 2009 also, but these are Microsoft is not supporting for these versions. The reason because they come up with the latest versions, and right, market, I mean, Microsoft is always keep on supporting for new versions and all, but still both are active versions in the market. Okay, so the very best thing is that what is the difference between web-based and means on-premise? Very simple. Web-based means that the servers are hosted somewhere in Azure. It's you just like you're going to access this ERP like just like a Google or a Facebook, like that we're going to access this ERP because the servers are maintained somewhere in Azure by different countries. Actually, they have like Azure by Microsoft Azure is there, Amazon is there. So they are going to maintain a lot of web-based servers. So where we can store it's a cloud-based, the web-based nothing, but I can say it's a cloud-based mainly. Okay, so we don't worry about infrastructures here, IT infrastructures, because everything is taken care by the Azure providers. But similarly, Microsoft also released on-premise version. The reason because some of the countries are saying that we don't want to share our data in the clouds. So we want our infrastructures in our office only. So we don't want to make it outside of US or USA or somewhere in Canada or somewhere in European countries. We don't want to share our data outside of the country. So we want infrastructure should be in our office premise only. So that's what is called on-premise version. But the functionality, features, everything is same. There is no change in the functionalities and features. But you know what? The best thing is that the person who knows AX 2012, he can easily work on Dynamic 365. The person who knows Dynamic 365 FO, the new version of ERP, he can work any kind of the old versions able to work easily. Why? Because whatever the functionalities are there, no, the same thing carry forward into the new versions by adding some more functionalities. Like for example, 99% everything is taken. I mean, everything is rolled back into this new version along with the new functionalities, right? Because Microsoft, like when you say Windows 9 to Windows 10, so Windows 10 has little bit UI change or little bit, the little bit add-on features will be there, more features will be added. So like this way. But the very good advantage is that the person who knows Dynamic 365, he can easily work on this old versions of ERP as well. This is about the brief about the product. Okay, now thing is that when I say ERP, so this is also a product, right? The Microsoft product it is. This is called Dynamics 365 FO is a Microsoft product. So when I say ERP means, as you know already, the ERP is nothing. It's a ERP software. Okay, we call it as ERP software, or we can call it as a product. Okay, it's a IT product, or we can call it as a ERP product. So what exactly the ERP means? Enterprise Resource Planning, right? So this Dynamics also come up with a lot of modules. So Dynamics 365 FO or any kind of ERP you see, right? It come up with multiple modules. So modules in a sense nothing but I mean it's a separate different functionality wise modules, department wise modules. Like for example, when I say for modules, it has a finance module, it has supply chain management module, it has a production module, it has a retail module in the ERP, in the same ERP. We have a HR module, human resources is there. We have a very much advanced payroll is there. Okay. And we have like project management module is there. Okay. And so many modules are there in ERP. We have warehouse management is there. We have transportation management is there. So what do you mean by this? So this ERP has come up with so many modules. And you know what? So finance has its own functionalities and supply chain has its own functionalities, right? So each model has its own functionalities and features. But are we going to learn all the modules? It's impossible. In the world right now, no one says that I know everything. It's impossible. Even though I've been working from since 15 plus of experience, I know only three modules only: the finance, supply chain, and project management module. I don't know production. I don't know retail. I don't know the transportation management. I don't know HR payroll. Why I don't know? Because this ERP is very vast. How much you have to, if you want to become a good, very good consultant, you have to become a good expert consultant. At least it will take you to minimum 5 to 6 years of experience is required to become an expert consultant. See, the the training which we are going to give you we are making you sure that you become a good consultant. I'm not telling you that you become an expert consultant, even though you have to follow the protocols to become a good consultant also. See, this ERP is not simply like even though it's very user friendly to learn, especially Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a very much user friendly to learn compared to other ERPs as per my experience. I'm not telling that other ERPs are good or bad, because I don't know about other ERPs. So the Microsoft Dynamics 365 very user friendly to learn. Why? Because it's our experience. We trained a lot of people and a lot of students have got jobs, and then because of that confidence, I'm telling you that it's very user friendly to learn. Okay, but as the very important, you can ask me question here: how can we choose which model is best for us? I don't know. I mean, you already decided you want to go for a supply chain management model. That's okay. But still, I am recommending as a consultant, you should choose the right module. How can you choose your right module? Because you see, finance models means like it's purely required some finance backgrounds, like MBA finance, MCOM, BCom. So those kind of graduation people can, anyone can learn any technology. Doesn't have any limitations. If you have enthusiasm to learn, if you're really interested to build your career in these technologies, so you can take a challenges. That's not a problem. But since if you have some background, then you can get it on hold very fast, then you can challenge to the technology very fast. Okay, but the very important, the choosing the model is very, very important. Every model is very good in market, because when I say ERP implementation, I know what is my implement. I can explain you, give a brief idea about what is implementation means. See, end of the day, we are going to implement this software to the customers. Who is our customers? See, it's like this way, right? This is going to be work like this way. So we are like, once you become a good consultant, you are going to work with the partners company, nothing but it may be any kind of in any kind of IT industries, okay, where they are certified partners for implementing these softwares. And then you're working with whom? You're working with directly customers. Okay, who is your customers? Customers may be any kind of customers, because this ERP support all kind of sectors. It will going to support you the manufacturing company, okay, manufacturing company, and it's going to support you the IT industries. It's going to support, the software is going to support food industries. It This supports to the banking sectors. It's going to support to the construction companies, the builders and all, and it's going to support you the automobile industries. So any kind of sectors, if it's going to support with retail industries also, like supermarkets and all the stuffs. Why it's going to fit for all kind of industries? Because Microsoft has did lot of effort. So you see here the gap, 6 years, 7 years, 3 years, 4 years. They come up with the new versions after 6 years. The reason, because they did lot of R&D with customers, so they understand what the customer needs, how the software helps the customer once they start using this software. So it's going to fit for any kind of industries. So, but why it fits? Because we have so many models in ERP, so that will help for any kind of sector of industries. So come to the point, how to choose. Like supply chain management model is a very much common model. It's very independent model, because someone has a knowledge of the purchasing, how purchase works, how sales works, how inventory stores works. Little bit, if you have it, any kind of graduation is enough to learn the supply chain management module. But the competition in the market is huge. Actually, the lot of persons, if just simply learning supply chain management, will I get a job? I say yes and no. The reason, because I hope you're listening, right, everyone? Hello? Someone say yes or no at least.
Yes, Ganesh.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking whether I'm only talking actually, right? You can ask me a question, don't problem actually. Okay, we'll have a question and answer sessions later. Things. See, the supply chain management is a very common module. It's very much widely, lot of opportunities are in the market for this module. But my suggestion is that the supply chain management is not only enough to learn. You have to learn little bit warehouse management module and transportation management module later stage. But only learning supply chain management, can I get a job? Yes, we can get a job. Why? Because supply chain management is also very much vast module. It looks simple module, but when it comes to the processing and functionalities, it has a very vast. So what you're going to learn in supply chain management module means, I can just show you the content. This content actually given by the Microsoft, but still I can show you that content. So just a minute, I'll just open the, yeah. If you see my screen, you see this is what the Microsoft content. Microsoft has told us to the trainer, hey, someone want to become a supply chain consultant, you have to please teach them all these functionalities and business process in supply chain management module, so that they can go and face the customers, they can go and talk to customers, then they get implement the software very effectively, and they can also solve the customer issues and problems by handling the support issues, kind of thing. So you can see here, we can share this PDF to you to just understand more. So these are all the various sub modules under supply chain management. Like you're going to learn all these inventory management features, the product information management features. You're going to learn a little bit about the procurement and sourcing. You're going to learn about these are all different kind of each functionalities. We have so many details wise here. So you're going to learn all these features in supply chain management. module. Okay, so we are going to share with you. If you want, you can go through it. But this is what Microsoft told us to teach everyone. But we are going to teach you more than this. Why? Because we have a knowledge of implementation experience. We interacted with a lot of customers. We know that how the market requires. So this, apart from this, we are going to give you the real-time experience that, okay, how exactly customer ask for, what exactly customer looking for you when you're trying to become a consultant and all. So that idea also we're going to share you during the classes. Okay, so come to the back again. So main question is that, so just to give in a brief, I mean, I just summarize here very quickly. In supply chain management module, you're going to learn inventory management module.
Ganesh,
Okay,
I'm not able to see your screen properly. Can you maximize that?
is it? Everyone not able to share? I mean, not able to see it, only for him, you only?
We're able to
You're on notepad.
Sorry?
We can see it, Ganesh. You are on notepad.
yeah, we can see.
Okay. Can you, I mean, I'm in full screen only. I don't make it any small screen. Is it okay now, or shall I do once again share?
Is
You
it
want me to
fine?
stop and share again?
It's fine.
It's fine, good. So anyway, it's recording. If you ask recording later also, no problem. See, we are going to learn inventory management module. We're going to learn here the product information management module. These are the sub modules under supply chain management. You can ask me question, hey, you're trying to say supply chain. What about trading and trade and distribution module? See, trading and distribution module is just a part of supply chain management module only. Okay, if you learn only T and M, the trade and distribution, that's not going to help you. So you have to learn entire things we are going to teach you in supply chain management. Okay, so we are going to teach you about the product information management module. You can ask me, I know you it may be the new words for you, for some people, but we'll explain you what exactly it means, man. Okay, so okay, one more person want to join. Okay, Ramya, can you admit them? I mean, I don't know whether I'm able to do it or not.
No, I cannot admit. Host rights is with you, Ganesh.
Okay, I did it. Okay, so another module, we are going to teach you about the procurement and sourcing module. Okay, procurement and sourcing. This is for what trading and distributions. Okay, like then, for example, the sales and marketing module. So these are the modules, but it has so many informations inside the modules. Okay, so we are going to learn the 4 modules in this supply chain management module. Now, the very important question I'm going to tell you that, so, okay, once we learn this course, can we get a job? What exactly the situation? Because you can ask me some persons, I don't know. I mean, we can have a question on sessions. You may feeling that I am already working with some other technologies from past 3-4 years. Now, if I learn this course, what happens to me? So that questions you can, I mean, we can have take a separate session. I can answer you. But the general question is here. Okay, now assume that I done with this course. What next? So did we get a job? Yes or no? Both I have here. Okay, because there is nothing to hide, everything should be the very fact actually, right? So to become a good consultant, we have a 4 criterias. If you follow that 4 criterias, definitely getting a job is not at all difficult. The first thing is that to become a good consultant, you need to have a good product knowledge. Okay, the good product knowledge. You know why? Because see, end of the day, you're working as a consultant, right? The Microsoft Dynamics 365 consultant. What do you mean by that? So you are very good in this module, and you can able to handle the customer problems and customer issues. That's what they hired you, right? So the customer think that, or the interviewer think that you are very good in these modules. So that's what I'm saying. You should have a good product knowledge. So this is what we are going to teach you. The 100% knowledge we are going to give you. But what next is required? The next is required is a practice. The very important is a practice. Without practice, you cannot become a good consultant. So practice is very, very important. What do you mean by practice means you will, whatever the, I mean, whatever the content we teach you, whatever the class we teach you, right? You have to do good hands on this. You have to practice every day at least 2 to 3 hours. If you don't have time to practice, then it's a failure. I will recommend that without practice, I mean, it's very difficult to become a good consultant. Why? Because you are going to work with customers. Customers may be manufacturing industry, because supply chain management module, the inventory management module, is going to be used in all industries, all sectors. That's what is more demand. The finance, the supply chain management module are more demand. Why? Because in all industry, finance is required. In all industry, supply chain management is required. Whether it maybe in IT industry very less, but in other industries is huge requirement of supply chain management consultant. Okay, so you need to have a good practice. What do you mean by practice? Means you should understand the product. Okay, how the business process works. Okay, if I'm working as a supply chain consultant, how this model works. So you have to go in thoroughly. You have to learn the entire things. You have to practice each and everything. Then only become a good confidence. Why? Because tomorrow during interviews, or if you're working as a consultant, they're trying to ask you, can you please demonstrate me how sales works? Demonstrate me how procurement works, right? So if you have only theoretical knowledge, that's not going to help you as a become a good career consultant. So you should need a practice 100% very good. If you don't have time to practice, then it's a failure. Okay, and third criteria is a good communication. The English communication is very, very important. If you don't have good communication, to become a good consultant is difficult. To become a functional consultant is difficult. You know, actually, we have two roles in ERP. One is functional consultant role, okay, and second one is a technical consultant role. Only two roles. Nothing. I mean, you can play senior functional, junior consultant, senior consultant, technical architect, functional architect. That's depending upon the knowledge and experience. But only two roles we have in ERP. One is functional consultant and technical consultant role. So what is functional consultant means? Just pure a business analyst. It's a business analyst actually. Okay, business analyst. Sorry, a spelling mistake. Technical consultant means purely a programmer. Okay, you know, the business analyst, it means like for example, the functional consultant means they don't do any programmings. They don't require a knowledge of C++, but Java, they don't need it. The only technical consultant need a programming knowledges. Okay, so what is business analyst means? You are the, like for example, if you want to, now you're trying to learn a functional consultant, right? So you need a business knowledge, business analyst knowledge of this module, the supply chain management module. Why? Because you are facing 100% to client, to the customer. So you are talking every day with customer on the project, right? Because see, you got a chance to implement this software into some manufacturing company. So you are front end to asking the customer requirements, handling the customer managements, you know. So it's purely a business analyst skills. So you are going to talk with 100% client now. So you need a good communication. If you don't have good communication, bit problem. Okay, because this is why it's very important nowadays. Even though this product is available in 68 countries, you know what? So if you learn this ERP, you can work in anywhere in the countries. You can work in US, you can work in Europe, you can work in Dubai. There is a lot of on-site opportunities out there. A lot of people are settled in on-site by becoming a good consultant, or else some Indian companies, you know, a lot of Indian companies, they get only outside projects only, US project, UK projects only. So what do you mean by that? You may get a requirements sitting in India, and you're trying to give a solution by sitting in India also, but you're going to talk with the people who are in sitting in US, UK, right? You need to have a good communication so that you can become a good functional consultant. So this is a very important. The fourth criteria, you need little bit general knowledge. This is not an important criteria, but if you have a general knowledge, like what do you mean by general knowledge? See, like for example, how industry works, how manufacturing company works. You know, like when you're graduate, I mean, when we are graduated, I mean, we go to the industry visit. So why they making us to industry visit? So they try to show you that how industry looks like, what departments looks like, how the production they will do. So that kind of industry visit will be there, no? So general knowledge is required. So what it helps you now? So you come to know that how customer is working in industries, how people are aligned in industries. But this is not an important. But if you have a good general knowledge, it's very good. If you have this four protocols in your place while learning, definitely getting a job is very easy. Any one any one is missing, the getting a job is difficult. So you have to plan your learnings, because you're going to learn as a functional consultant, I'm pretty sure. Because if you want to learn a technical consultant, you need a programming knowledge like C, C++, Java, okay, BI, something like .NET knowledge. You need all this programming knowledge to become a technical consultant. So I'm pretty sure you want to become a functional consultant. It's purely business analyst skills, where we are going to train you as a good product knowledge. So we'll teach you, we'll make you good functional consultants. But you have to make sure that you are in be good in three criterias. Any one criteria fails, getting a job is difficult. Okay, so still, apart from functional consultant, we have other roles also. You can work as a, I mean, if you are very good in English communication, you can work as a functional consultant. Or no, I have little bit less communication skills, I'm little bit, I have scared about talking with customers, peoples and all. Then you can work as a support consultant. So we call them as a functional support consultant. So we have multiple roles to play. Okay, it's not only functional consultant. So you can play support consultant role also. You can play functional tester role. Testing means not automation testing. It's purely manual function. Manual testing means business process testings only. Okay, so you can, if you're very good, you have already having experience of handling teams and all, you can work as a team consultant, team, project manager, team member, like that way. But this is like, the demand is very much for functional consultant. Why? Because you're going to talk with customer, you will get more challenges, more the career will be very fast growing, and financially wise also very much you will get here. Even support consultant also will get good salaries, good respect and everything. But if you're working as a functional consultant, the travel will be there, the on-site travel will be there. Okay, so you can go and travel, you can settle other countries also. Support consultant also have very less. See, the functional support consultant will get a chance to talk with customer only 25% if required. And because it's like, whenever issue comes, he's going to solve the problems. But to become a support consultant or a functional tester, you need a good product knowledge. End of the day, how can you solve the problem without having knowledge, right? So it's mandatory that you should have the product knowledge. So why I'm telling you these basic things, because you have to think of your learning plans, and you have to make sure that you should have this place. Then getting a job is not at all difficult. Why? Because the Microsoft platform, after coming to the 365 FO, the market has become very much so much of like opportunities are there, because a lot of customers happy to use this product because it's very web based product. What do you mean by that? You can access anywhere in the world. Okay, and it come up with a lot of solutions, lot of problem solving of the customers, a lot of functionalities work straightforward out of the box, any kind of module. Okay, so like this way. So the question is that you have to learn, you have to good in one module at least. I mean, pretty sure, as I told you, that no one knows everything. It's impossible in the world. No one has aware of all the modules. Uh, you understand my point? Okay, so let me show you the product, how the product looks like. Then we go for the knowledge. Okay, so I'm just sharing the product here, how the product looks like. Okay, you see here, I'm just logged in already in the web application by using my Chrome. You see right now how it looks like, the ERP software. Okay, so this is how the Dynamics 365 looks like. So they call it as Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. So I logged in with my subscriptions, which is given by the Microsoft. and with my user ID and password. Okay, and you can see here it looks like a SharePoint portal where we have a various. I mean, in front end they have small tiles, but if you want to see more detail of the modules, you can go here. We have you can see here when I click on the modules, so you're able to see all the modules here. See, right now it's a licensed version, it's a full licensed version of mine, so I can see all the modules here. Okay, so when you're working in real time with customer, based on the customer licenses, you are able to see all your features. But you see here, we have so many modules, like as I mentioned you in supply chain management module, you're going to learn these modules. So you can see these all modules here. See, when you click on the inventory management module, okay, just a minute. Yeah, you see here, when I click on the inventory management module, there are so many functionalities are in each module. So you're going to learn, like for example, you're going to learn how to configure the item, item groups, item model groups, what is buyer groups. This all related to the inventory knowledge. So we are going to teach you each and everything so that you become a good product knowledge consultant. So if you have a background of any graduation, like any graduation is okay for this, but still if you're very good, you come up with a B mechanical, B electronics, or something like B civil, or MBA sales and marketing, MBA HR, MBA finance. So that will helps you a lot, because that will give you more quick grasping knowledge and everything. But this is what we are going to train you, each and every functionality to help the customers or to work as a functional consultant. And same thing, if you see here, if I go to the procurement and sourcing module, so it's purely a purchase module. So there is a lot of functionalities are there. So like you see here, purchase requisitions, you can create a purchase orders. I know this terminology little bit new to you guys, but going forward you will learn all these things and you will be get hands on this one. That's what I said. If you have to follow this 4 criterias. Practice is very much important. So when you do a lot of practices, you only understand what exactly it means. And then you see here we have other module like product information management. It's about the items. Items means like products, like if you're implementing in car manufacturing company, so what are the inventory required to make a car? So all things we are going to record it here, all the inventory things and all. So same thing, like for example, sales and marketing module. So how to sell the product to the customers, how to buy a raw material from the suppliers. So this is under purchases. Okay, so you're going to learn whole model of the functionality as per the Microsoft recommended, and also will teach you our best experience in the implementations. Good. But you can see so many models are there that belongs to different streams. If you're working as a if you're learning as a finance consultant, then you're going to learn finance modules. So under finance, we have so many sub modules are there. For example, I'm just giving an example here. In finance module, you're going to learn accounts payable related to vendor management, account receivable, this is for the customer management, bankings, asset management, fixed asset module. So that comes under finance model that you're not going to cover. You're going to learn only the supply chain management module. Any questions? Any questions? Hello? Now we can talk. Any questions you have? Any questions or any concerns if you want to ask any questions and all? See this, just to give one more idea, the Microsoft has told us to complete this course within 30 hours. But we are not able to complete within 30 hours. The reason because it's very, see, you're trying to learn as a function consultant, right? You should have a thorough knowledge in each module. So we are going to teach you the complete each and every functionalities. It will take at least 45 to 50 hours for us. So I mean, we can sorry. See, we can complete this course within 1 day also, because I'm a corporate trainer. I'm completing within 3-4 days also, one entire course. But that's not going to help you. So if you want to become a good consultant, you need a thorough knowledge. So we take at least 45 hours to 50 hours to complete this course. The reason, because we are going to give you the whole knowledge of implementation strategy and implementation processes. See, if you don't want to work as a functional consultant, you can play a role of a support consultant or a functional testing in industries. We have a multiple roles to play. But I would recommend you to try to become function consultant. So that's will give you a more strength and more knowledge. If you failed in case if you fail to become function consultant, then definitely you can work as a function support consultant and functional tester. And after 1 year we become good, then you can work as a function consultant also. I mean, in case if you I mean, I'm pretty much as I told you, if you have this 4 criteria in place, you remember this while learning, definitely you become a good functional consultant. Good. Any questions now?
Ganesh, I have a question.
Yeah.
By having these 4 criteria, does it suffice us our role in the market for longer time, or do we need to have like experience or knowledge on the product implementation life cycle as well?
See, if you did one project now, the same thing for other projects also, right? If you handle one customer, one implementation you did, then same second implementation, third implementation, same thing only. See, learning will never ends, right? You're going to learn, enhance your skills, enhance your knowledge day to day. So this
Who
is
would
what
who would teach us like how to implement for the first project? Like
this
if
is.
I'm a consultant, if I'm the consultant now, a company might hire. I'm just, assuming that I have implementation life cycle experience as well. But do I really have it or not?
Yes, good question actually. So that's what I told you. We are going to, that's what I mentioned before also. We are going to teach you that how implementation works. That's what I mentioned. How implementation done, how we are going to do implementation. See, that's what I told you here. If you want to become a functional consultant, means we are going to implement the software to this industry. So how implementation works, that life cycle we are going to teach you along with this product knowledge.
Okay.
Okay. But make sure that no, I will be very sincere in attending the classes, but I don't have time to practice, means I'm frankly telling you that it's not going to help you to get a job. Why? Because I see a lot of students. I almost teach to more than 200 students. See, I will tell you frankly. See, some of the students not get a job. The reason, because they're very sincere in classes, attending the classes, understanding the skills. Theoretically, they are very good, but they never get a time to practice it. Why? Because they are very busy with their routine schedules and all. Definitely, they don't get a job. The reason, because in front of customer they will become I mean, not able to demonstrate properly. That's the problem. So I would recommend all this place in place, then only it's very good for you. Okay, any questions? Feel free to ask me. No, don't hesitate to ask. I mean, as I explained you, the career wise, we have very good market for Dynamics 365. I'm not comparing with other ERPs. I mean, this is if you still have a doubt, you can Google and you can try to see the right now the best ERP in the market is Dynamics 365. Why? Because after coming Microsoft D365, after launching Dynamics 365 F4, the market has become so much good for Microsoft platforms, and you know what, it's very user friendly. If you know how to learn Excel, Word, just PowerPoint, you only play immediately, right? So like Microsoft makes it so much user friendly, so much helps you have to become a good consultant. Okay. And best thing is that nowadays a lot of customers using this product. Only Dynamics 365 we have 3 lakh customers. It's not I'm not telling you like something on air. So we have a data, because if you go to the Microsoft Dynamics platforms, if you go to Microsoft website, you can see it. Or you can do one thing, you can go to LinkedIn. If you have a LinkedIn profile, just post like, I want to do a Dynamics 365 course, how it is. Just post on the LinkedIn, then you can see so many comments you will get. I mean, if you want, still you want to check it off, you just go to Google and search what is the best ERP in the market and what is the opportunities for ERP. Then you can get the idea. I mean, I'm telling you why confidently, because this is what the market is about right now. Any questions?
Ganesh, there are some questions on chat box. You can just have a look through that.
Sorry, I'm not seeing the chart box.
Ganesh, Srinivas here.
Hello.
Yeah, how is the market for retail module apart from SCM?
Good. See, retail model is very good in outside of the and outside of India, like in UAE and in America. I mean, US and European countries, retail model is very good. But in India, retail model is not good. Why? Because we don't have such supermarket. Like in US and UK, UAE, every area we have 100 supermarkets. But in India, we have hardly metro cities only. Like in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, we have Big Bazaar, we have Chroma, like that way. So opportunities for retail is very less in India. But retail model is very good model. But opportunities are outside of India.
The combination of retail and SCM looks like a deadly combo, right?
Yeah, very nice combo. Yeah, very nice. But whether you learn retail module, you either learn warehouse management module. See, I would recommend supply chain management and warehouse management is very best combo. Why? Because so much opportunities are there. They don't find people in market with this combination. The reason because the people will learn supply chain management, they get a job, they are busy with that module only. They don't enhance more knowledge, because you assign one project and then project will go for 1 year 2 years, and then you don't get time to learn other modules. This is what happens to us also, right? When I say I know only 2 modules or 3 modules, it means that I don't have time. Means I have time, but I can't able to spend other modules. Why? Because I'm busy with those 2 modules from so many years. The project is like that. For example, if you get a chance to implement in one of the factory, I mean manufacturing, like if you get a chance to implement in Toyota is having 32 locations. To implement in 32 locations, it will take you around 3 years of time. And after implementation, you have to give support for that. That will take another 3 years of span. So 6 years is gone only in one project. This is what real time, I'm telling you. This is what happened in real situations. So a lot of people still working as a support consultant from last 15 years, my friends. They are very happy. Why? Because it's a challenging things every day, challenging every day good things. And only one customer they're handling from 15 years. They don't get chance to learn other modules. But I would recommend supply chain retail or supply chain warehouse management are very good combo.
Thanks. Thanks.
Good. Any questions? Oh, sorry, you said ask me chart, Ramya. So where is that?
Yeah, I'll
How to see the
chat.
chart?
It's below your screen.
Okay. I can see that one. Okay. Okay, what is the product information management? That's what I mentioned. No? This is a module. It will actually give you the how to create the products, like the products nothing but like if you are working with a manufacturing company called Toyota, so they need a lot of raw materials you have to buy. You have to buy wheels, you have to buy cameras, you have to buy wheel alignments, you have to buy paints, you have to buy screws, nuts. That's all you're going to create into the products and product masters. But that there is a lot of things are there. So if you buy a screw, so what is screw size, what is screw color, everything combinations will be there, right? So you are going to configure and maintain the product informations in the product information module. Because so Rajiv asked that okay, that's what I explained him. So when you say practice is required for 2-3 hours, is there any option online to practice? Yes. See, when I say practice, you are going to get this software, the Dynamics 365. You also get access. I think Ramya will help you on that, how to get access of this application, because this is a
Yeah.
Microsoft online portal, right? So you can get a subscription from Microsoft, then you can start using this software. Okay. So the moment we complete the course, I mean one hour classes, you have to practice it for 2-3 hours every day. So you will get the application because or anyone, you can get all this application installed. I mean, get access to you. You just log in as on Chrome and just use it as how you use Facebook and all. No? Same thing, you can use it like that way.
See, Varnas has been hosted lab access on our cloud server. So during the training period, you will also get access to it for 24/7, and you can do your practical part also. This is what we are offering it for a duration of 1 month on a separate costing.
Good. Any questions?
Ganesh, does Varnas provide any certification facility as well?
See,
Not just
we
like getting us enrolled for taking the certification exam, but any other support like providing dumps or
see, two things here. Okay, so let me
training
explain two
materials.
things here. Certification, you will take it from the Microsoft certification. So once you complete the class, you can register online for certifications, exam certifications. So it's just a multiple choice questions will be there. It's a 1.5 hours exam. So once you but see, the certification which comes from the Microsoft, that's very much value added in the market. If you get from the Varnas just a certificate, that doesn't make any help you. Okay, we'll give you, but the thing is
Even
that
I meant to Microsoft certification only. I'm asking
exactly.
you, like, do you provide any question and answers document or any learning documents like a PDF or anything, or the dumps to
See,
enable us to get through the certification?
yeah, we can help you in some exam sample dumps, how it looks like. Okay, we can help you.
Okay.
But certification you have to take. I mean, certification is not mandatory in India. Why? Because in India, if you say I'm certified, no one give you respect. Why? Because everyone knows that, oh, guy, our certification doesn't make any sense. But in other countries, if you certified means they will treat you as a respect. Why? Because they thought that you come up with a lot of process and you understand the whole things and all. But in India, certification doesn't make any sense. You need a good knowledge in India to survive. Any questions again?
So looking at the dynamics, the platform that you just discussed and the modules, how about things like customer engagement or project service? Where are they placed? And can an organization start using Business Central prior to using the other modules?
So let me put it like this way. I mean, if you're saying that how this project is going to bring, I mean, you mean to say that how the customer is going to use the software you're talking about, or what exactly you're talking about? I mean, how to bring the project? Are you talking about that way? No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you questioned, but let me rephrase my question.
Yeah.
See, you talked about the modules which are supply chain, manufacturing, and the other ones which are listed on the left side here, right?
Correct.
So what we didn't see is customer engagement, for example.
Okay. What do you mean by
Right.
customer engagement?
See, customer engagement is a module. What it suffices or provides is a log of how dealing with the customer happens over a period of time. All details.
Understand. So, see, you're talking about how to handle the customer management. Okay. So that is again.
No. See, how to handle a customer is totally separate, right? So let me give you a background. We're dealing with the government and we're doing projects, right?
Yeah.
So customer engagement is needed. Why? Because over a period of time, our leads, our, the pipeline which we are working on, that data gets lost or people get changed. So we want a central repository because we can keep track of all those things. We do have a CRM in place already. But Let me also share that I am a Dynamics 365 administrator for my organization.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that kind of access. But then
Mm-hmm.
what we are looking at is that how we can start using Dynamics in an effective way with the modules like customer engagement, project service to manage the projects.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Mm-hmm.
already using project management software for it, and
Correct. Correct.
partly Excel based and all that. You
Okay.
know, not everyone has licenses of the software, so
No, no,
that
no, no.
was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
idea of
No, I
attending your.
understand. I understand your question. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
talking about the end-to-end cycle. You know,
Yes. Yes.
you're talking
Yes.
about the end-to-end cycle of the customer engagement. Okay, so in that case,
Yes.
that will come up with multiple modules. So you have to play with multiple modules. So you have to first, the moment you get a contract signed, then you have to create it as if it's a project-based company, then you have to create a project for that. Okay, so that
Okay.
comes under again
Right.
project management module. So for
Yeah,
this
we
we have a
have roughly in our basket, we have roughly, we are currently working on collating all information. Since 2003, we have closed project data of about 300 projects.
yeah, yeah,
And in the pipeline, we're still collating, as I mentioned, because we are manual. And
that's
Government
okay.
of India, is mostly manual.
Yeah, yeah,
So we lost some of the projects. 2015 project, now data not available. Sitting with the IT administrator in a dump, and that dump is 20 GB. By the time he restore it and find it and all that, another 2 months gone.
no. So
So we want to get it in the
yeah, I understand your concerns. See, this is what
right.
see, first of all, as I told you now, this is a web-based application. It's a cloud-based, you can store a number of
Yes,
GB. That's not a problem.
absolutely
Second thing is
right.
that you're asking about the end-to-end cycle, right? So it's going to be like,
Yeah.
it's like going to start with project management, right? So we have a, see, when I say ERP implementation, no, we have set of
Mm-hmm.
people are in the project. Like for example, we
Right.
have finance consultant, we have supply chain management consultant, we have production consultant, we have like a project management consultant. So we have multiple
Mm-hmm.
peoples are there, so they are going to play their own role. See, you, if you are not
Right.
going to interact I mean, you're going to interact with finance consultant, but finance consultant will take care of his areas. Okay, so when comes to the,
Mm-hmm.
I understand, because you're only working as a super admin, means you know
Mm-hmm.
only the fewer things of knowledge. See, you have become a super end user kind of thing, right? You're super end user. What do you mean by that? You're going to help all the modules, but you're not become
Okay.
expert. You're not become expert on any one of the modules. You just
No, we're
trying
not
to,
using any module
no.
now.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you the idea.
Right.
So,
Right.
so the end-to-end cycle is going to be possible in ERP, but that covers multiple modules, right? So we have an
Okay.
expert in each modules. We have experts in the project. When I say project implementation, it will be
Mm-hmm.
multiple people on the project. It's not only one person cannot be implement entire whole software. It's difficult.
Can we see the project service module if it is available on your system?
Yeah. You can see here. So if you go to
Because
the,
I don't get to see it in my D65 admin console.
that is
Because when
because
we
of the
go to that,
license.
it is
That's the
okay.
licenses. You see here, I
Yeah,
have
we
a,
have license, but okay, go ahead.
yeah, you
Yes.
see the project management module we have here. Can you see the project
Right. Right.
management
Right.
accounting? I have all
Absolutely.
projects. I have project contracts. You know,
Right.
we
Right.
have project resources. We have timesheets.
Right.
We have
Right.
timesheets here. We have invoices,
Great.
invoice to the customer. You know,
Right.
we have quotations. The project quotation, it starts with
And
quotation
let's
first.
see. Let's see the projects. Within projects, you got categories of projects, or I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes.
by completion, by central government, state government, by the
Yes.
type of project, which is a consulting or a resource augmentation. But let's see the project
Yeah. You see
details.
here, if you see, if you go to setup, we have a
Mm-hmm.
project groups here. Okay, you can create multiple projects. I mean, right now in this environment, I don't know whether data is there or not, but I can just show you
Okay,
here. Okay,
no problem.
but
Yeah.
whatever you're asking, that all features are here. You see here, when I click on new project, we have a different
Right,
project types here: time and material project, fixed bid project,
right,
investment project, cost
right,
project,
right,
internal project.
right.
Okay, and we have a
Yep.
category wise also. Okay.
Yeah. We can
So-
obviously add categories also,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We can while implementing it, we can add
Yes.
the category,
Yes.
right?
You can
And
add a
then
project categories.
yeah.
So
So
that's a different module. That's not comes under supply chain management.
this is project service, right? The
Yeah.
one which you're showing is project management and accounting by name. Which module is this?
Yes. This is called project management accounting, but you can call it as
Project
project
management.
services also. No problem.
Yeah, project service, because Office 365 is having something called project service, project online service. But that does not have things like contract and certain aspects which are not there. They are part of the Dynamics environment, as you have shown here.
No, but we
I
have to see that
definitely
what license you have now. That also depends of the license you purchased.
license. Where do you want me to see? I can check and tell to you at the moment immediately.
We can
Our
have a
admin
separate. I
center.
mean, I would recommend we can have separate session. We can discuss. So others.
Yeah, our admin center typically got all that. I mean, Azure and SharePoint and Exchange and Power Apps and Dynamics 365 and Teams, and we got the entire. Actually, this is a E5 package. E5 is what we've signed for. So
Okay.
E5
Okay.
is business premium, right?
E5. What is E5 means?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, we
The
have to see
Microsoft
it.
licensing type, right?
Uh-huh.
This is they got the essentials. They got the E3, E5. So we are on a E5 license, and yeah, I can find for details further also, but then that is
Sure,
information I have verbally.
we can do one thing. Ramya, can you just have a connection with Kanav and then we can discuss further?
Yeah, this is Kanav Gupta. I was in touch with Arpita from your side,
Okay,
and
sure.
she has my contact details, and I have also, I think, filled up a form with the phone and my mobile number. So please get in touch. So
Sure,
we'll look
then
at.
I'll just we can have a discussion on this on a separate thing, and you can have an input
Absolutely.
from our consultant. Sure.
Absolutely.
I'll just get back to you, Mr. Kanav. Yeah. Thank
No
you.
worries. No
Any other questions?
Thanks.
Any other guys? Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll close it off here.
Would appreciate if any demo environment of Varnas, I mean, if it is available, is it possible?
See, we don't provide any demo environment. Actually, we provide environment.
नहीं, Microsoft का demo environment है ना,
If you
उसमें
require
वो,
for per day.
the partners would have it. So if you can give the username password for some time, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, you can go for that. See, we provide it on costing basis. You can purchase for 1 week, 15 days, or 1 month. 1 month package would be fine. If you want, still you can
So
just.
you're giving the demo environment also at a fee, is it?
Yes. See, it would be
Okay, no
24
worries.
bar
Please,
7.
let us include that also in our discussion later.
Sure.
Right. Thanks.
Friends, any other questions, or else we close this? I think any other things if you want to ask me, you can if you want anyone has any one-to-one questions, definitely you can reach to Ramya and then we can connect and we can clarify any doubts if you have. Okay.
Sure. See, if you have any concerns or anything, see, by end of today, I'll be sharing an feedback email. You can just reply to my email. Otherwise, you can also log into our website, www.varnas.com, and you can put your inquiry there. And we also have newly launched our YouTube channel where we have conducted most of our demo sessions. And it has you can also view some of our demo videos there. And latest by today's demo video will be launched on Monday. You can also have in view. If you have any concern, you can just call me back to my number 90350-13640. I would like to thank you all to be a part of today's session. We'll just.
Second, I have another quick question for Mr. Ganesh. This is regarding the Dynamics 365 Business Central. Is that module available here on your screen? If we can have a look.
See, Business Central is a different version of ERP. It's a Business Central. We call it as Navision. Okay.
Okay.
So Business Central is
Yes,
yeah,
Microsoft Navision was there previously.
exactly. So Business
Right.
Central is Microsoft Navision, and then Dynamics 365 is different again. So Business Central is now it's the Microsoft stop funding on that one. Microsoft start doing R&D on that one. They're trying to concentrate on Dynamics 365 because it's got appreciation from the customers. So customers very much happy customers they found. So they're trying to spend a lot of money on R&D or make it this product very much stable everywhere in the world. So they start funding on this one only. They stop doing Business Central slowly.
So
Okay.
is it that Business Central is no longer available? It's discontinued.
No, it's not discontinued, but it's going to be slowly
Okay.
discontinued. Why? Because still some
Okay.
customers are there on that software also, no? Because some customers have
Right. So what
purchased
is the
that one.
replacement which is taking that space?
Dynamics
The Business
365.
Central space?
Dynamics
Oh,
365.
Dynamics 365. So
Yes.
no dedicated module name for that.
No.
Okay. Okay. So I think I would need to understand the service offering of Dynamics 365, how it is structured now, and what is the way forward roadmap for Microsoft also.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
we will just help you out in this also. We'll arrange a separate call, and you can have an inputs. And if you have any concern related to support type of projects or implementation projects, we can just help you out.
Sure. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Ganesh.
No problem. No problem. You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay. I think we're good to disband now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
you,
so much.
everyone.
Thanks for joining all. Bye.